So why did you decide to write this book?
I wrote this book because I thought it was about time that somebody who actually has a lot of sex wrote a book about sex. I'm kind of tired of reading books written by people who just read about sex and then go off and write more books about sex. You know, obviously we all have sex, but I think escorts probably have more sex than just about anybody else on the planet, except for maybe porn stars. So anyway, I thought it was time that somebody come from not only the academic background, which I have, but somebody who's had some hands-on experience.
So what's the book about?
This book is a sex manual targeting women. Basically, our demographic was married women from the Bible Belt. I mean, so it's not a controversial or shocking book, but it has a lot of surprises in it. For instance, I talk about something called the ISIS Squad, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to buy my book. But, you know, the interesting thing about the ISIS Squad is that I can find very few references to it in books about sex, and actually probably none. But it's a sexual technique that I learned from another prostitute. I have watched a lot of porn in my day, but I have only seen this on film one time, and it was a couple of monkeys. So if you want to learn that, buy the book.
So how do you think that this book is going to be received then in the Bible Belt?
I think it's a lot of women are going to be pleasantly surprised. I mean, because probably the core message that I have is that your husbands and your boyfriends don't want you to be somebody other than who you are, and they don't even want you to cater to them. I mean, that might be the easy way out. That, you know, some men might, well, if you asked him, okay, he would say yes, but it's actually a libido killer. When you give up a part of yourself and start catering to somebody else, you are in a lot of ways killing your sex life. So one of the things that I learned as an escort is you want to be feisty, you want to be assertive, you want to be opinionated, you want to be focused on your own sexual desire and, you know, what turns you on, and that when you bring all of that to the bedroom, that's what makes it really hot.
So this is targeted then for the average woman, the professional?
Any woman who has a man in her life. Now, I did, actually in the beginning, in the introduction, I asked people to forgive the heterosexist assumptions because the book is targeting heterosexual relationships. But I think anybody, male, female, of any, you know, gender persuasion, sexual persuasion, would find this book to be a unique one. Something that's going to have a little something probably for everybody. I think men would be interested just to find out what other men are doing.